Well, good evening and welcome to the 2017 Dr. John W. Harris Teacher of the Year Award reception. As many of you in this room know, Dr. Harris served as a longtime educator and superintendent in the Sioux Falls Public Schools, and of course, his legacy lives on today in the school that is named after him, John Harris Elementary. The award tonight, though named for Dr. Harris, is only possible, though, thanks to the truly special partnership that we share with Bruce Eide from Vern Eide Motor Cars. Bruce has sponsored this award with the $4,000 cash prize for nearly 3 decades, as tonight marks the 29th year of the Teacher of the Year Award in Sioux Falls. Bruce sends his sincere regrets that he had to be out of town this evening. I think this is about as amazing as anything. This is only the second time in the history of this award that he's missed a Teacher of the Year reception, and that's since 1989. In his place, we have Michael Larson representing and helping us present the award to our winner. Let's share our appreciation by applause for all that Bruce Eide and the Vern Eide Motor Cars continues to do to support our teachers. Our theme for tonight's celebration is captured in a short quote from Henry Adams. The quote goes like this: "A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops." Well, tonight we're here to honor 70 such teachers. By the way, that's nearly double the number of nominees we had last year when we had 36. Those are the folks tonight who are honoring and who are affecting eternity. Those folks are influencing the lives of their students and guiding them on a path to success. Our nominees and finalists lift up all students that they touch. They inspire them to believe all things are possible, and they touch their hearts with their very nurturing ways. Our nominees and finalists make lifelong impressions on their colleagues, on their students, on the parents of those students, and leave all of those folks grateful beyond words. Before we begin our celebration of teachers, I want you to please enjoy dessert. Before you go to dessert, the tables will be dismissed by ladies in back who look like they're in control. But before we do that, I want to give a very special round of applause and welcome and thank you to Lincoln High School's Jazz One group. I told them earlier tonight that I appreciated them being here on this beautiful night when they could be doing a whole lot of other things other than playing for some old people, and I meant me. So thank you to all of you, and a special thank you to Dan Carlson, our incredibly talented instructor. So with that, we're going to enjoy the music and break for dessert. Let's give one more round of applause to the Lincoln High Jazz Band and instructor Dan Carlson. As you finish your dessert tonight, I want to give several thank yous. The first is to the Sioux Falls Public Schools Education Foundation for their donation that helps contribute to the funding of tonight's event. The volunteer board of the Education Foundation works tirelessly to support our teachers by securing business sponsorships for innovative projects. Since 2008, the Education Foundation has raised more than $250,000 to assist the public schools teachers in the Sioux Falls School District. In addition to that amount, every brand new teacher hired in the last 4 years has received a $100 stipend from the Education Foundation to purchase supplies for their classroom. Additional information about the foundation is found on your tables. I encourage you to learn more about their mission to support teaching excellence in the Sioux Falls School District. Please give a round of applause for the foundation. An additional thanks goes out to the Sioux Falls Education Association. Thank you to the SFEA for providing corsages for each of the finalists and for being here tonight to greet our guests for this evening. I want to give a special thank you to Pam Oberumt, I know she's here somewhere, and all of the SFEA for your contributions to tonight. Thank you. My next thank you goes out to Ben Schumacher and Jeff Little for filming of tonight's reception and contributing their many, many talents in creating the finalist video presentation that we'll watch just a little bit later here this evening. In addition, portions from tonight's reception, along with the finalist video and an interview with the winner, will be included in a segment that will air on K-Learn TV next month. So Ben, Jeff, thank you for your contributions. Next, I want to give a special thank you to the 5 judges who spent many, many hours reading and rereading the nominations and coming together to select the finalists and ultimately this year's winner. I want each of you to please stand and be recognized. I know at least a couple of you are here. The 5 folks who gave tirelessly of their time this winter and spring were Stephanie Gangopoulos. Stephanie is the chair of the Sioux Falls Public Schools Education Foundation. If you're here, please stand and remain standing. Roxy Albrecht, she is a retired Sioux Falls School District teacher and National Board Certified teacher. Okay, good thing you didn't need to be present to win tonight. Next, we have Michael Larson, Director of Human Resources for Vern Ide Motor Cars. Megan Daly, a Sioux Falls School District parent. And Kate Parker, Vice President of the Sioux Falls School Board. Thank you to all of you. My final thank you goes out to the Sioux Falls Board of Education. You've just met Kate Parker, the Vice President of the School Board. Would you all please stand and be recognized as I call your name? So Kate Parker. Also joining Kate tonight are School Board President Todd Tolke and School Board members Kent Alberty and Doug Morrison. A 5th member of our board is Carly Ryder, but she was unable to be with us here tonight due to a death in the family. So thank you to all board members for all you do, and to you 4 for being here with us tonight. So let's get on with the show. For our first recognition this evening, please welcome School Board President Todd Tolke.
Good evening, everybody. Since the Teacher of the Year program began in 1989, over 420 teachers have been recognized as nominees and finalists. 28 of them have been previously named Teacher of the Year. These 28 outstanding teachers represent various backgrounds in areas of specialties, and each possess effective teaching skills and passion for their profession. In tonight's program, you'll see the names and schools of all the previous winners. A number of them are with us this evening, and I invite these distinguished Teachers of the Year alumni to stand and be recognized as we honor your legacy. Now, School Board Vice President Kate Parker and members Kent Alberty and Doug Morrison will acknowledge this year's nominees.
Nominations and letters of support were submitted by colleagues, parents, principals, and students for the teachers we are honoring tonight. This support shows us clearly that they are dedicated to educating and preparing each of their students to succeed in our changing world. Nominees, as we read your name, please come up and receive a small gift to recognize your achievement. And even though each is very deserving, I'm going to ask you to hold your applause until all of the folks have been recognized and come up. Thank you. First, Marie Alvarez Martinez, Sonia Sotomayor. And I also need to apologize in advance for any names that I mispronounce. It will happen. Kathy Ferguson, Lincoln High School. Gina Benz, Roosevelt High School, is not with us this evening. Tyler Fitz, Roosevelt High School. Maureen Bland, JFK Elementary. Joseph Flock, George McGovern Middle School. Leonardo Bahiraquez, Sonia Sotomayor. Vanessa Granning, Sonia Sotomayor. Teresa Brueggemann, Harvey Dunn. Christopher Buckmiller, Roosevelt High School. Jeremy Haas, Harvey Dunn Elementary. Jennifer Costello Pagan, Sonia Sotomayor. Caitlin Haug, Discovery Elementary. Heather Crosby, Lowell Elementary. George Hawkins, New Tech High School. Paula Dean, Oscar Howe Elementary. Jeline Hildebrands, Harvey Dunn Elementary. Beth DeRuyter, Garfield Elementary. Sharon Holkman, JFK Elementary. Kimberly Dobson, Horace Mann Elementary. Terry Hogarth, John Harris Elementary. Cassie Duffy, Annie Sullivan Elementary. Shannon Howeiler, John Harris Elementary. Christina Dykstra, John Harris Elementary. April Hawkinson, Susan B. Anthony. Alicia Earhart Renfro, Discovery Elementary. Chris Ibis, Whittier Middle School. Lori Erickson, Axtell Park Success Academy. Jennifer Jackson, Lowell Elementary. James Jurovsky, Lincoln High School. Katie Pasica, Roosevelt High School. Sarah Jesperson, Discovery Elementary. Jessica Peterson, Challenge Center at Robert Frost. Allison Johnson, Terry Redland Elementary. Michael Jones, Lincoln High School. Kara Pliska, Eugene Field A+ Elementary. Marina Kahn, Susan B. Anthony. Jessica Pomeranke, Roosevelt High School. Holly Klungseth, Memorial Middle School. Jira Potter, Challenge Center at Robert Frost. Amanda Kokmick, R.F. Pettigrew Elementary. Peyton Pry, Hayward Elementary. Tara Knutson, Memorial Middle School. Yenny Ruse Pineda, Sonia Sotomayor Elementary. Wendy Long, Edison Middle School. Britt Sampson, Washington High School. Stephanie Lucian, Christian Center Academy. Christine Shanks, Discovery Elementary. Bernadine Shaw, JFK Elementary. Timothy Motter, Hawthorne Elementary. Joshua Smith, Lincoln High School. Tricia Matea, JFK Elementary. Emily Stee, Eugene Field, A+ Elementary. Ronna Mickelson, Harvey Dunn Elementary. Laura Chaden, Eugene Field, A+ Elementary. Sharon Moore, Roosevelt High School, also not able to attend. Daniela Moscoso Donoso, Sonia Sotomayor. Emily Tompkins, Harvey Dunn Elementary. Kiki Nelson, Roosevelt High School. Jessica Vandrovic, Discovery Elementary. Stacy Nelson, Career and Tech Ed Academy. Tamara Olson, Harvey Dunn Elementary. Kelly Willett, Edison Middle School. Todd Peichel, Patrick Henry Middle School. Megan Wounded Head, Washington High School. Please let's give them all a round of applause. Now, please, let's recognize them one more time. Thank you all for your outstanding service. And now for our finalists. Each of our 5 finalists has a unique perspective on their mission and what it means to them to be a teacher. Let's take a few minutes to watch as they learned they were a finalist and to hear from those who believe their finalist should be the Teacher of the Year.
Can I get everybody's attention for a minute? Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm here to give an award to Mrs. Grogan. She has been nominated as a Teacher of the Year in our school district. And today, she's being awarded as a finalist. So we have about 1,800 teachers in our school district. 5 of them are going to be finalists for the Teacher of the Year award. Today, Mrs. Grogan is just right now learning that she's a finalist.
Yeah.
We have 1,800 teachers in the school district, and 5 of them get to be a finalist for the award. Mrs. Haig is one of the finalists, so we're here to say congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
How are you today?
I'm good. Oh my gosh.
On behalf of the district, we want to give you that and say congratulations. You've been nominated as a finalist for Teacher of the Year. But we just missed you at Lincoln High School. We've tracked you down. And while we wanted to do this in front of your students, in front of your colleagues is our next best option. You have been named one of the 5 finalists for Teacher of the Year.
Congratulations.
Great.
Congratulations to you. You've been nominated as a Teacher of the Year person for the school district, and you've been selected as one of our 5 finalists.
My name is Melissa Honkamp, and I am nominating Tanya Grogan for Teacher of the Year. She is an amazing teacher. She goes above and beyond what the normal duties of a teacher would be. She will schedule conferences outside of conference time to make sure that all of the parents of her students can attend and be involved in their school. She's an immigrant from Brazil, and being an immigrant, she's able to relate to her students and see the struggles and know the strategies that she can use to help them because she's been there and she's had to learn a second language as well. She's the type of teacher that gets to know her students. She builds relationships with them I just got one of her students at McGovern, and he knows so many things about her, from her favorite football team to what her mother loves to do. She's just really good at building those relationships with her students and getting them involved and to love learning. She has high expectations in her classroom, and she expects all of her students to meet the standards and the objectives that she's setting in her classroom. But at the same time, she has that compassion that she needs for her students. The students know that she cares about them. She is like the mom of the ELL program. She is one of the teachers that people will go to if they have a question about an ELL student in their classroom. She is very knowledgeable. Being an immigrant herself, she is able to offer different strategies that people can use in their classroom to help students, give teachers someone that they can rely on. Her main concern was the students. How can I help you help my students is her big philosophy.
My name is Melissa Nesdahl, and I'm nominating Stephanie Haig for Teacher of the Year. Mrs. Haig really takes the concept of celebrating student individuality and capitalizes on it educationally. So whether that be the Courage Coffee House she developed, where students can write of their own bravery alongside studying a hero in history to see how they are a unique part of an inspirational whole, or the Genius Hour project she has her students doing right now. They're invited to ask any question they want and research it, and then present as the expert. In their classroom is flexible seating, so students have choice on where they sit, how they learn, and that really gives them ownership and responsibility in their educational experience. She is innovative, she's willing to think outside of the box for the good of her students and all students, because she sets up the STEM lab for K through 5 to give them a sensory hands-on experience unique to the classroom type learning, and also the John Harris Make a Blanket Day. And that benefits Project Warm Up, but garners a spirit of generosity in the lives of these kids. She is always weaving what makes students tick with the educational experience to make school come alive in a unique way. Combined with her joy and enthusiasm she brings to the building makes her a gift to her students' parents, John Harris, and certainly the larger academic community.
I'm Jamie Vandewater, and I nominated Amanda Hotchkin for Teacher of the Year. My daughter was in Mrs. Hotchkin's class for 2 years, actually, because she looped with her class. And whenever I would hear my daughter share anything about school, I was always struck by the nature of respect and just that she would call her classroom a family rather than just going to school. And when I was in the classroom, I just noticed there was such an atmosphere of safety there, and I really feel like Mrs. Hodgkin nurtured so many good things in these kids because she encouraged them to build relationships with each other. She didn't just focus on academics, but she focused on their emotions, and because she exemplified just love and encouragement and safety and family in her classroom, that the kids then just took hold of that, and they did that then for one another. At Memorial Middle School, they choose a student of the month. And the very first month of 6th grade at Memorial, there were 3 kids from Mrs. Hodgkin's class that were chosen as student of the month. And I was not surprised at all. I feel like she helped these kids just become more mature in the way that they relate to each other and the way that they learn. And she encouraged them to be respectful to each other, and so I wasn't surprised that 3 of her kids were chosen right away.
Hi, my name is Emily Johnson, and I'm nominating Sarah Clausen for Teacher of the Year. She has really showed me how to differentiate and how to meet the needs of all students and really be an advocate for all students. And she has done that from the first day that I taught at Lincoln, and she just continues to keep coming up with new innovative ideas to help students meet that goal of graduation when they come from such diverse backgrounds. Like, I'm learning like maybe 20 to 30 words in Swahili right now because that's kind of what we had to do to, you know, maybe communicate and show empathy. And I learned that from Sarah because she every year tries to learn at least something in every student's language, and that's difficult when we might have 10 to 15 languages seen throughout the day. Many Lincoln students outside the ELL populations know Sarah just because she's so involved and really does advocate for teenagers. and we really are a great team, but Sarah's kind of the reason for that. You know, she's kind of the foundation of this department, and without her, it would be difficult to do what we do on a daily basis. You never know what's going on or what kind of background students might bring and what kind of things might come up when you're reading something and they make connections to that. So she's just always flexible and always willing to learn, and I think that's what makes her so effective.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Johnson. I'm nominating Julie Sarah for Teacher of the Year, basically for the impact that she has on her students. And I witnessed this as a parent volunteer in her classroom, as well as the impact she had on my son. Aside from the academic part, which she's amazing at, she generally cares for each student and just has a knack of finding the good in each student, which really helps to build their self-esteem and self-confidence. And she focuses on the strengths that each child has to help them reach their full potential. She had volunteers in her classroom that were retired educators that just really likes what she does in the classroom, and so they volunteer their time almost, I know, on a weekly basis, some on a daily basis, to just go help in her classroom. Probably just because they see what she does and want to be a part of that. There was a student who came during the middle of the school year. Before he even got there, his desk was filled with everything, and I think she knew that he was coming from where he wouldn't have everything and probably wouldn't have it the first day, and she didn't want him to feel left out in any way or anything. And so I was there when she was talking to the students about ways that they can be a great community. She always uses the words community, and how they can help him feel welcomed in the classroom. We probably all could use some help with self-confidence and self-esteem in some areas, and just from like little third graders and how she instills that in them, I think it's gonna have a long-lasting effect on them. And I just guess as a parent, I couldn't ask for anything more in a teacher.
Finalists, as we read your name, please come forward to receive your gift and a voucher for $100 to use as you wish in your classroom. So without further ado, Tanya Grogan, Whittier Middle School. Stephanie Haig, John Harris Elementary. Amanda Hodgkin, Oscar Howe Elementary. Sarah Clausen, Lincoln High School. And Julie Sayer, Harvey Dunn Elementary. Well, congratulations again to all our nominees and finalists. Let's give everyone one more round of applause. As mentioned earlier, Bruce Eide and Bern Eide Motor Cars is a key reason that we're able to gather here tonight to celebrate education. In the spirit of the school business partnership he has nurtured through the years, I'm going to invite Michael Larson to come up to represent Bruce. And I would also ask Dr. Maher and the other school board members to come up so we can get to the moment that we've all been waiting for.
As school board members, one of the most sought-after committees to serve on is the Teacher of the Year committee. We all want that job because it is so inspiring to read the nominations and so hard to choose the winner. This year I had the privilege of serving on the Teacher of the Year committee, and it is really hard, but a fun job as well. In the nominations submitted on her behalf, words like innovative, flexible, courageous, creative, inspirational, fearless, engaging, collaborative were used. Her principal describes her classroom as the perfect combination of challenging but nurturing. Our winner creates excitement among students in every lesson through STEM projects, poetry writing, historical research, and mind and body awareness activities. She has a clear passion for trying new teaching strategies while never abandoning good, solid instruction practices. A parent marvels at how she manages to do it all, even educating students within the school about broader community needs while simultaneously offering character education about giving back and making a difference. On behalf of Vern Ide Motor Cars and the Sioux Falls School District, I am proud to present this plaque right here and a $4,000 check to our winner of the 2017 Dr. John W. Harris Teacher of the Year, Stephanie Haig.
If you'd like to say a few words, you may. You don't have to.
Well, first of all, I just wanted to say thank you for hosting a wonderful event that honors all of the educators in this room and recognizes what we all do every day. So I'm up here with and in a room full of amazing people, and I work with a great group of people. I've worked with amazing people, had the opportunity to learn from people in and out of our district, and that's what makes our profession so great. So I really am grateful to everyone, my family, and just thank you.
Well, I said earlier I had one final thank you, but I was wrong. I have one final thank you. I want to thank all of you. I really appreciate you being here tonight. The money's nice, the recognition is nice, but the recognition among peers is outstanding. So thank you very, very much for coming and help us celebrating excellence in the teaching profession. As you've witnessed tonight, a teacher affects eternity. He, or in this case, she, can never tell where her influence stops. My hope is that the joy and energy you feel in this room tonight sustains you for your entire teaching career, and if that's too much to ask, at least for the rest of this school year. Thanks for coming here tonight, and thank you so much for being a part of this evening of excellence.
It was just kind of one of those unbelievable moments. I said to my family on the way out the door, I don't even know what I said. So, you know, it was an honor to be there with all those wonderful teachers and support staff and administration and family and friends in the room. So it's just one of those incredible moments in a person's life. And I was just grateful for the opportunity. Well, I had kind of a long path to becoming a teacher. I started out with a business degree, and then I was actually through junior achievement. I was teaching at Laura B. with a teacher there, junior achievement. And the more I would go back, the more I just kind of felt like, I think this is something that I want to do. My husband's sisters are teachers, and so I'd always kind of heard them talking about it also. And so I was working on my MBA and switched gears completely. And I had a job at the time that was very generous and flexible, and they allowed me to drive back and forth to classes because I was a non-traditional student, pregnant with our first child, married, and in college, and switching careers and going back to school. So I think that junior achievement experience just got me in the classroom, and I fell in love with it. My dad used to always ask me when I was going to decide what I was going to be when I grew up, because I kind of had a long path through college, but I think when something resonates with you, it just does, and then you know that it's right. I do really love what I do. John Harris is a great school. I've been at all great schools, worked with a lot of teachers through the years. What I really enjoy about our profession is that we collaborate all the time, you know, not only with my third grade team, who works very well together, and we definitely enjoy one another's company, but also people from other buildings, and just having those opportunities to learn from each other. There's lots of good things that happen within Sioux Falls. There's people to learn from all over the country, and I think that education's just one of those careers that, you know, there's definitely the foundational skills that you have to be a teacher, but then it's also very dynamic and it changes, and you know, you're able to kind of make it your own and see what's out there, see what's working for other people. So I always say that the best ideas that I have gotten have been others before, and then you modify them and you make them work for you and change them with every class. That's something else that I enjoy, is every year is different. It's always a different dynamic in a classroom, and getting to know your students and thinking about how you can connect with them, getting to know their families. I think we're blessed in that way here at our school, where, you know, we really have the opportunity to work closely with a lot of our parents and families. That makes a difference for me. When I think about what our district has allowed me to explore, I feel very grateful, because I will go to Mrs. Hagan and I'll be, guess what? I heard about something new. Do you think that's something we can try? And she'll be, tell me more. Let's talk about this. And she always helps me to find a way to make it happen within our building. So sometimes that means that we write grants, and, you know, she's very supportive of that. The district also, you know, offers different opportunities for us through grants that we can get the things that we're seeking, whether it be instructional resources or you know, different seating tables, things like that in your classroom. So I feel like we're definitely supported that way. I also feel when you look at content areas and you're looking at curriculum, I like that we have that cycle, and within that, if there's something, you know, language arts, I wanted to pilot Lucy Calkins reading, I'm able to do that, you know, with the support of, you know, other teachers who are also interested in doing it from our building, from other buildings. So we do kind of have that freedom. My own children and the experiences that they have had in school, the things that they come home and share, I, you know, am learning through their teachers what gets them excited. I follow several people on Twitter that other teachers have put me into contact with. And I think what drives that is just the excitement of kids. That's the best part of my day, when I can see them really engaged in something and focused, and they're learning and they're excited. That leads me to want to do more and try something new. Kids are very forgiving, so they don't necessarily know that that didn't go as you had planned. And that's kind kind of the joy of working with elementary kids is, you know, they're so adaptable. When I student taught with Nicole Gardner-Fink over at Harvey Dunn, and Ruth Medcalf was the principal there, and she came in for an observation, and when she pulled me out and we had been talking, she said, just always remember to look for those teachable moments. Don't be afraid to stop what you're doing and just talk to kids. And I think when I have student teachers and other students that come in my room, that's usually the same advice that I give them, is don't structure yourself so rigidly and strictly that you can't step away and just connect with your kids, build those relationships. I think by really getting to know your students and their interests and what makes them tick, that that is really the foundation of your classroom, because when they respect you and they know that you care about them, that they're really willing to put themselves out there and try something new for you and to take a chance on something, even if it makes them nervous or uncomfortable or they're afraid they might fail. I think when they just feel comfortable and safe and secure, they're willing to extend themselves and put them in a situation where they can learn something new.